This is Legal Break on WTVM with attorney Gary Bruce answering your questions about the law.
Hi Gary, what if I fall down at a football stadium and I break my ankle? Do I have any legal rights?
Good question. What if you fall at a football stadium and get hurt? Well, the first question would be, why did you fall? Do you have legal rights? You do if there was a foreign substance maybe, or a defect, or some situation that was known to the owner of the property that they didn't fix, repair, or warn you about. So that's when we find liability for falls, when there's a known problem that knew or should have been known about that isn't fixed. So that's the first part of your question. If you just stumble because you're clumsy, then it doesn't rise to a case. The second question then is, who owns the property? If it's owned by a local school district, if it's owned by the state, if it's owned by a private individual, all of those situations create different burdens on the person who's been injured. So there's different duties owed by each. If it was owned by the state, then you'll have a certain requirement for providing notice. That would be less than usually what we consider to be the statute of limitations. So you might have as little as 6 months to provide written notice to the government entity that you have a claim to make. So anyway, that situation arises. Number one, is there liability? If there is, there may not, even though there is liability, there may not be responsibility. Talk to a lawyer. We'll be happy to talk to you about it.
Hey Gary, I was wondering, what do I need to do to switch over to you if I wasn't liking the attorney I was dealing with now?
What do you have to do to change lawyers? If you are in a relationship you're not comfortable with, then I would encourage you first to set a meeting with the lawyer you already have. Sit down and talk about it. Try and work the situation out. But if you still don't feel right about it, whether it's because you can't sit down with them, we see that a lot, or because they won't or won't respond to you, then the law says you're entitled to a second opinion. You're entitled to talk to someone else about it. The other lawyer may say, look, they're doing everything they can, or you're being well represented, but at least you'll know. So if you have a gut feeling about, I'm not getting what I thought I was or what I need in this attorney-client relationship, then don't hesitate to call somebody. We're happy to talk to you. If it's something we can help with, we'll be happy to do so. Great question. This is the way we'd like to start 2018. By asking for your questions, and we'll try and give you quick answers and look forward to continuing this throughout the year. Thank you.
For more legal tips and insight, go to WTVM.com and click on Legal Break.